This is the Christopher Donovan Day School. It was established as a lasting tribute to my son Christopher. Christopher had a gift working with children with special needs. He worked at a residential program and a collaborative summer program. And unfortunately, at the age of 22, his life was cut short. He left behind a little girl, almost 3 years old, and he just had a gift working with kids. He spent every minute he could with his daughter from the moment she was born. He didn't sleep for 2.5 days when she was born, just staring at her in amazement. We unfortunately didn't get the justice for Christopher, and we channeled our energy into something positive, switching a tragedy into something that impacted the most children and improved their quality of life. So we're touching the kids Christopher can.
Chris was my best friend. Definitely. It's hard to put words to him. One of a kind and greatly missed.
We work with a lot of kids diagnosed with autism and compromised immune systems. What we have here is a smaller, controlled, nurturing environment where students that can't succeed or aren't able to attend a public school setting could come here and get their educational needs met.
My mom is very dedicated towards this school and to all the students and families and staff that are involved with it. It's definitely a work of the heart.
Our philosophy here is that we look at the whole child. We look at their social, emotional needs as well as their academics. We provide services to every aspect of their life so that they can succeed. When you're working with a child that has limited abilities, to see them communicate to their parents, to be able to say, "Mom, I love you," or "Dad, thank you, I'm glad you're home." Those are small things that everyday living you take for granted. But when your child can't communicate the basic "I love yous" or "my stomach hurts," that's huge.
I would have to say one of the most rewarding stories that I have was a student that I worked with here who we had been working on teaching him to read and working through behaviors. And one day he was standing waiting for an elevator with his mom and saw a sign and looked at his mom and said, "Mom, why is the elevator out of order?" And he had read the sign. She came in the next day and was just so excited, telling me that he had read for her.
Playing together, interacting, kids that were isolated before in their homes now have friends, and they go on play dates and go out into the community. It's great to see the smiles on the kids' faces. That tells the whole story. There's so many skills that the kids acquire. Having a play date, able to communicate with another student or a friend, and being able to call somebody their best friend that they weren't able to do before. That in itself is huge. Danny, do you like coming to this school?
You bet.
Wow.
It just goes to show that one person can do so much and can affect so many people.
What I'd like to see for the future of the Christopher Donovan Day School is to reach as many families as possible, to know that they're not alone, that they're not, the children's world is not isolated to either the hospital or the home, that there is a place where they can go. It's gone above and beyond what my initial expectations were, and we're just so happy we can meet more kids and do what Chris isn't able to do. I think he'd be very proud of what we've accomplished here.
That's the end of our tour of talking now. Now let's get our picture taken.
Wow, you don't have anything else to say? And go light your world.
Go light your world with the skills you've learned.